Assalamu alaikum. If you spend enough time analyzing IELTS essay questions, you'll begin to see some patterns or similarities, and this is exactly what has happened to me recently. For IELTS experts, it may not be a discovery, but to me it was. If you've been preparing for the IELTS exam long enough, you probably know that there are 5 essay question types: opinion, discussion, pros and cons, double question, and problem and solution. This is true, but after analyzing several questions, I discovered that in general, essay questions can be about two things: a fact or an opinion. Why is it important to know this? If you know whether your question is an opinion or a fact, you can easily decide how to start your essay introduction because you will only have two approaches. If it's a fact, you can start your intro with "it is true that," or "it is certainly true that," or "it is no doubt true that," or "in recent years." But if it's an opinion, then you can start it with "people have different views about," or "some people argue, think, believe that, blah blah blah." To make my point crystal clear, let me show you some essay questions with sample introductions from Band 9 essays. Families who send their children to private schools should not be required to pay taxes that support the state education system. To what extent do you agree or disagree with this statement? First off, what essay question type is it? By reading the second line, you can easily tell that it's an opinion question. But if you look closely, you will see the word "should," which means it's an opinion, not a fact. Here is a sample introduction from a Band 9 essay. Some people believe that parents of children who attend private schools should not need to contribute to state schools through taxes. Personally, I completely disagree with this view. You see the first 4 words? The answer starts with "some people believe that." Let's try another question. Some people think that governments should give financial support to creative artists, such as painters and musicians. Others believe that creative artists should be funded by alternative sources. Discuss both views and give your opinion. What question type is it? Right, discussion, which is based on an opinion. Look at the sample intro. People have different views about the funding of creative artists. While some people disagree with the idea of government support for artists, I believe that money for art projects should come from both governments and other sources. How does the intro start? With "people have different views about." Now you know how to start introductions based on an opinion. Let's take a look at another question. Nowadays, the way many people interact with each other has changed because of technology. In what ways has technology affected the types of relationships that people make? Has this been a positive or negative development? You must have already guessed that it's a double question type which is based on a fact. Let's look at the sample answer. It is true that new technologies have had an influence on communication between people. Technology has affected relationships in various ways, and in my opinion, there are both positive and negative effects. You see the first few words? Okay, check out another question with an answer. In the developed world, average life expectancy is increasing. What problems will this cause for individuals and society? Suggest some measures that could be taken to reduce the impact of aging populations. What question type is it? That's right. It's the problem and solution type, which is based on a fact. Let's look at the answer. It is true that people in industrialized nations can expect to live longer than ever before. Although there will undoubtedly be some negative consequences of this trend, societies can take steps to mitigate these potential problems. You see, this too begins with "it is true that." Let's try one more question, which is a little bit different from the previous ones. Several languages are in danger of extinction because they are spoken by very small numbers of people. Some people say that governments should spend public money on saving these languages, while others believe that would be a waste of money. Discuss both views and give your opinion. As you can see, it's a discussion question which includes both a fact and an opinion. Let's see how IELTS Band 9 candidate would start his intro on this topic. It is true that some minority languages may disappear in the future, although it can be argued that governments could save money by allowing this to happen. I believe that these languages should be protected and preserved. You see, this too begins with "it is true that." Now you know exactly what to do when you write your essay introductions. If you have any questions, please let me know and I'll do my best to answer them. And if your question gets enough likes, I'll make a video about it. Don't forget to like this video if you like it and subscribe if you want more. Thanks for watching. Peace.